Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up, but first, our top story. Pennington County authorities are looking for a man accused of abusing and killing a newborn baby. According to court documents filed this week, 26-year-old Shamar Tay Bennett is wanted for second-degree murder and child abuse. The alleged crimes happened in November of 2022 when the victim was just 1 month old. Contact the Pennington County Sheriff's Office if you know where he is. 27-year-old Courtney Martinez Martin is also accused of the crime. She made her first court appearance this week and is currently in jail, being held on $100,000 cash-only bond. We're less than 1 week away until students fill a new classroom in Harrisburg. But parents who live within 1 mile of Liberty Elementary are concerned about how their children will get to the school since they live in a no-bus zone. Currently, this dirt path is the only walking option for students.
And that there's a cornfield. There's nothing, once that cornfield's gone, there's nothing to block the wind. There's no homes, there's no sidewalks, there's no streets to monitor these kids.
The Harrisburg School District says the pathway is a safe route for the students and that crosswalks and crossing guards will be in place when school starts next week. You can read the district's full statement on this story here at KELOLAND.com. After 8 long weeks of waiting, communities in southeastern South Dakota affected by June floods are finally receiving help. President Biden has signed a disaster declaration that will send federal FEMA money to Davison, Lincoln, Turner, and Union counties. People in those communities have 60 days to apply for the funds.
We've told everybody, keep your paperwork, keep your receipts. If you've done any work with contractors, anything like that, you should have that paperwork. Any photos, anything like that, you'll be able to submit into those reports. Whether you do it in person or you do it online, it will ask for that information.
There are 3 different ways to apply for aid. You can use FEMA's website, its app, or you can wait until FEMA is on the ground in your area. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. Most of the region is off to a nice start to the day, but there are some exceptions. And there's one behind me. There's Eureka this morning. We'll start up in northern South Dakota. 59, a north wind at 5 miles per hour. But as you can clearly see, or in this case, not see, there is a lot of fog. A dense fog advisory actually is in place until 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain Time for north central South Dakota, portions of northeastern KELOLAND as well, toward Redfield, north and west of Watertown as well. Visibility may be below a half to a quarter mile at times, so please keep this in mind as you go about the start of your day. It's a different story, though, out toward Pierre, where we're at 62 with a north wind at 11 miles per hour. Much of the region is on either side of 60 for current temperature, but we do have some exceptions. 50s toward the hills, mid-60s over in Watertown and Marshall, 62 here in Sioux Falls with a beautiful view of Falls Park. While much of the weekend is going to be pretty pleasant, especially if you're East River, I can't say the same out to the west. We'll talk about that coming up in your extended forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, an event today will help KELOLAND families in need get their kids ready for the start of school. The 24th annual Celebrating Families giveaway is taking place in Sioux Falls. Families can pick up free underwear and socks.
When we think of our own closets and our own bedroom, you automatically think, well, of course I have socks and underwear in my drawers or in my closet. But these kids don't. And so what we're trying to do is really let them know the community cares.
The giveaway is at Faith Lutheran Church on Cliff Avenue. The event runs from 9 o'clock this morning until 1 p.m. Kids receiving the underwear and socks must be present along with a parent or a guardian. Downtown Sioux Falls' biggest event of summer takes place later today. Crews spent Friday afternoon setting up for Riverfest along the banks of the Big Sioux River, where they're expecting between 10 to 20,000 people.
Yeah, well, it's really the ending of summer, I think, is one of the big things. But who doesn't love an outdoor music festival?
The Riverfest lineup includes the Teals, Matt D. and Roadside Revival, Kid Dakota, and Indigenous. Riverfest runs from 4 to 11 p.m. and also includes food vendors, the Zoomobile, and raffles. Admission is free. Enjoy more free music downtown during Levitt at the Falls. The music starts at 7 p.m. with the opening act, New World Radio. That's followed by the headliner, The Reminders. Prior to the music, you're invited backstage for an art show that includes kids' activities and a raffle starting at 4 p.m. The Tacos and Tequila Festival at Sioux Falls Stadium includes hip-hop performances, food vendors, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, and Lucha Libre Wrestling. The festival runs from 2 to 11 p.m. Woofstock at the Remedy Brewing Company in downtown Sioux Falls includes music, vendors, puppy costume contests, and dachshund races. The fundraiser for Dakota Dachshund Rescue takes place from 1 to 5 p.m. Books and Butterflies at the Butterfly House and Aquarium in Sioux Falls includes books from Reach Literacy for kids to explore and to take home, plus a chance to win a gift card to the Reach store. There'll also be a craft station for kids to create their own bookmarks. Books and Butterflies runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Adam?
Well, there are those showers that we talked about earlier this morning, basically fizzling out between Pier and Mulbridge. Still could see a sprinkle or two out of that. We also had a thunderstorm roll through Winter around 4 this morning, but that has now since moved down into Nebraska and also fizzled out. All we have to watch right now is, well, not much of anything beyond the fog in north central and northeastern KELOLAND. Again, those gray areas, that is a dense fog advisory until 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Beyond that, that's just about it. Maybe try to get a little rumble of thunder here and there with a cell or two trying its best to hang tough over the Pier area, but I think it's going to be a losing effort overall as we head through the rest of your morning. Most of the afternoon, outside of a few terrain-driven showers to the west, that's really going to be just about it. Not a bad day to get outside if you have the chance to do so. Even Sunday is looking pretty good, especially if you're East River. In central and western KELOLAND, however, it's going to be a different story. We do have the chance for showers and thunderstorms, and a couple of those could become strong to severe. It's not just Sunday, that we're going to be keeping an eye on. It's also Monday that features a nearly identical chance for showers and thunderstorms in western portions of KELOLAND. And again, a few of those storms could become strong to severe. The thunderstorm threat then moves eastward Tuesday into Wednesday morning before we get a small break on Thursday, just in time for the first day of school for the Sioux Falls School District. But Friday, though, we hit the reset button and we have more thunderstorms on the way. So here is Sunday's severe weather outlook. It's a marginal risk level 1 in green for the western, roughly quarter of South Dakota. Wind and hail will be the main concerns on Sunday with any storm that's able to pop up. Monday, as I mentioned, nearly identical, borderline copy-paste weather, if you will. Another marginal risk for, again, the western corner of South Dakota. And again, wind and hail are going to be the main concerns. Still, though, you want to keep this in mind if you have any outdoor plans as we quickly approach the end of summer vacation in many locations. I know some areas have already started school, but we can still try and squeeze in a few more summer-like days on the way. In fact, odds for above average temperatures are favored across the majority of KELOLAND as we go toward the end of August and eventually the unofficial end of summer by Labor Day weekend. But I digress. We'll get through this weekend first. It's not bad overall. 70s and low 80s to the east, 80s to near 90 out west, with overnight lows dropping into the 50s East River and 60s if you are out to the west. The rest of your 7-day forecast for the Sioux Falls area, mainly quiet through Monday, but Tuesday and the Wednesday, we do have that chance for showers and thunderstorms on the way. Even Friday could see a few more thunderstorms as well. In Aberdeen, we'll also stay mainly quiet through Monday. Tuesday featuring a chance for thunderstorms, and Friday as well. Just like Sioux Falls, highs will be in the 80s from start to finish. Pretty close to average for this time of year. In Pier, we get to 90 by Tuesday and stay in the 90s into the end of next week. But along the way, we have several chances for thunderstorms Sunday through Tuesday, and then again for the end of the upcoming work week. And in Rapid City, outside of today, it's 90 or better on the thermometer. But we also have that 3-day window Sunday through Tuesday for thunderstorms that we keep an eye on, even some mid to upper 90s possible by the middle of the week. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.